Hi, Star Family. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. This is a super fascinating read because last night in the astral realm, what I saw was your prefrontal cortex become fully developed. So I feel like this is a monumental phase in your life that you're going to be stepping into. You're doing something that is going to mark the passage in the space-time continuum that's going to leave a mark in history. Okay, it's going to be the moment in time, I'm hearing, where you're always going to cycle back to it and be like, oh yeah, this was the moment that changed my life forever and changed. I'm not just hearing like the trajectory of your life, but also you were able to mold and shape future generations to come, because then I saw Pluto in Scorpio and Pluto in Sagittarius, which are generational transits. So with Pluto in Scorpio, I feel like there's some kind of hidden or untapped potential that you're discovering within you, and it's allowing you to see beyond the ordinary and now begin to, I'm hearing, dive into the unknown where the extraordinary experiences await you. Okay, and I feel like this is intimate experiences that you're having with yourself and your own soul's path with the psyche 8th house energy, like where the soul meets the physical vessel. It's the interface of where your divinity meets the material realm, where ether meets matter, and you're able to move as one throughout this experience, because Pluto is about judgment energy and also the death card energy. So a lot of you don't even recognize yourself. You're no longer even the same version of yourself anymore. And with judgment, it's like you're answering the call to a new life. And a lot of you, this is something that you could have repressed or suppressed generationally, I'm hearing, and it ends with you. All right, so with Pluto and Sagittarius, it's more of a vibe of you have this unquenchable thirst for knowledge during this time. This is going to lead to you kind of broaden and expanding your horizons. It kind of reminds me of also like literally giving birth to a new version of yourself, because Scorpio is like internal transformations, ones that are hidden and usually happen in private. And then Sagittarius is almost like putting yourself back out there into the world and seeing how, you know, I'm not just seeing like invoking different emotional responses from people because they no longer recognize you, but also you no longer even recognize yourself, you know. So with the Sagittarius energy, it leads to like you constantly changing not just your worldview, but also the things that you see being possible now in the world. It's like now you're stepping out into this existence, literally seeing the I'm possible in what you previously saw as being impossible. Okay, and then I also saw there was themes around a brother, which is about protection that you have as you navigate your way between realms, but I feel like this is about the internal connections that you've cultivated in the non-physical realm, and this is about aligning into your highest timelines. And I was hearing like get ready for a magical next few weeks, so we'll see what that is. And you're aligning with some kind of cosmic alignment. Okay, there's something about the stars have aligned in your favor during this time. And it's interesting because I'm seeing, I don't know if anyone ever played that game as a kid, but I'm seeing like the kids, or you kind of see it, I don't know, in like certain things, and like people create these pillars or these roofs. Okay, so this is about your consciousness. So I feel like there's something around, yeah, a seed that you've germinated within you, maybe within your subconscious, is now blossoming. And I feel like this is you guys blossoming into your higher self. Okay, and you're going through a breakthrough. What used to be your ceiling is about to become your floor. Okay, so you're about to literally have some type of breakthrough. I'm hearing you're on the verge of a breakthrough, and it's going to lead to you experiencing a completely different existence. That's what it gives me. Okay, especially with Sagittarius, it's like the center, half man, half beast. So something about like a mythical energy. I'm hearing like this is about to be like the tale of a legend, or it can only be explained by magic. Yeah, things that are being divinely orchestrated in your life, because ninth house is also about like your philosophy and your connection also to a higher power in that way. So let's go ahead, and I'm hearing very optimistic as well. You're going to be very like optimistic about the growth and expansion that does await you. All right, but yeah, this is all happening because you've learned how to stand up for yourself. Okay, and as you stand up for yourself in the now, you also stand up for all past versions of yourself and those who also came before. So again, there's something about you generationally leaving no, I'm hearing no, there's no stone left unturned. So you're really opening up this point of divergence to embark on your highest ascension. And as that happens, your ancestors also ascend through your decisions, okay? But there's something about like your highest expression. You're entering into a timeline and aligning your actions accordingly with your soul's highest expression during this time. And then also in the astral, what else was I seeing? I saw you guys in this silver glittery dress, and it had like loads of beautiful tassels on it, and you were walking down the stairs with high heels, and you were able to do this all by yourself. You thought that you'd need support and encouragement to do this, but you were being so deeply admired in the astral. You were so strong. You had gathered, I'm hearing, an abundance of strength through your trials and tribulations. They had only made you stronger. So everything has been preparing you for this moment. And there was a lot that was going on. There was also themes around snowing and babies. So babies is about the birth of a conception, new idea, enterprise, and also like a birth of a new you. And purity, renewal, cleansing, and hope is all to do with snow. So I feel like there's definitely I'm hearing this is all, okay, this is something that's crystallizing with the snow. So this is like a crystallized version of yourself now. It's like you've reinforced this new belief system. You've reinforced this new, it's also to do with psychology. So there could be something about you literally forming like new neurological pathways within your brain and creating new synapses where it's like you're no longer even the same person. A lot of you have purged a lot of, just habits that no longer serve you. Unconscious emotional responses. It's like you're really moving forward into this next phase, completely rooted and grounded in who you are, completely having a regulated nervous system, knowing who you are, where nothing externally really shakes you during this time, nothing compromises the roots of your being. And because of that, you have this unshakable power, unshakable confidence, I'm hearing as well. Wow, when it comes to obtaining the things that you want in the world. And I'm hearing also like obtaining the goals that you set just for yourself, okay? And yeah, so we'll go ahead and see what this is. So I pulled this prior to opening up this read, and lost in space, needing direction, tells you to compartmentalize your days into 24-hour time spans. The camera switched off and then it switched back on, so I was like, all right, I'll just leave this out anyway. So there is something around like a reset that's going on with you guys. It's like literally a full reset, and I'm hearing you get to do this again, but this time you can apply what it is that you learned the last time around. Yeah, super interesting. So I'm hearing actually it speeds up something that's going to be actualized into your experience. So we'll see what this is. Okay, sometimes in life we lose our way, perhaps falling prey to addictive behaviors, jealousy, comparison, resistance, or fear. This happens especially when we're up-leveling and genuinely changing for the better. And the energy that I was getting with this, I was saying something about your path is unique to you alone, okay? So your path will not look like anyone else's. Oh, this reminds me as well. So when I was getting ready, I was hearing a car outside and it was like, warning, we're turning left, warning, we're turning left, warning, we're turning left. So this is about the left road, like a caution that you guys have when it comes to taking the less traveled road, because where people see a road has ended, you're seeing an opportunity to pave a new way, but that means that it does require you to do something that hasn't been done before. I'm hearing there is no comparison here. It's completely unique to you alone. So we'll see what that is. It's a very specific angel number message, but I can't remember which one it is yet. But it says this happens again when we're up leveling. A part of us hidden in the vastness of expansiveness of space wants to sabotage our progress. In the transformation process, our inner world no longer feels safe or inhabitable as we find that our thoughts and beliefs have morphed beyond recognition. So again, it's like you are no longer identifying. It's like first house energy, with certain belief systems, for certain attributes. And a lot of you, this has had an immediate impact on your personal relations around you. But it's like your identity, you've gone through an identity shift, okay? Like a complete transformation. You no longer even identify with certain things. And your worldview has changed again with that Pluto and Sagittarius energy. It's like your worldview is ever changing, and I'm seeing you guys literally shapeshift during this time. So it's like you are very in tune with the fact that you're a multi-dimensional being and you exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously, and you're allowing yourself to kind of bring up different facets of yourself, as you begin to explore not just unknown experiences externally, but also like unknown versions of yourself. It's almost like you're pulling up these unknown versions of yourself and you're getting to know all of yourself, and because of that, I'm hearing you're unlocking your full potential, right? So this talks about you may find yourself adrift in this way right now, unable to focus or determine on the next step. We might be tired and simply needing to regroup and rest. When you lack direction, the first thing to do is redirect your perspective of time. Like a newborn baby who needs to be swaddled to feel safe, you're invited to reduce your life's visioning to the next 24 hours. Anyone who can handle living in a 24-hour compartment, which allows everything to feel grounded and manageable, you get lost in space when you imagine being swallowed up in the giant vastness of the future when it's dark uncertainty. All reflect on how your past has held you captive in a horde of distorted, never-ending mirrors, reminding you of your mistakes, flaws, failures, and losses. Take heart that the simple 24-hour container immediately banishes those awful eternities away. You will find your energy and focus restored as you recognize that you were never lost at all. Keep it simple. Right now, conserve your energy and take care of you in basic fundamental ways, and the world will be right again. So this is really interesting, especially where it says you were never really lost at all. Lost is a state of mind. Right now you're being given an opportunity to just find a new way. So there's something about, you know, those who wander are not lost, and there's something about you guys are wondering things, like, you know, maybe within your imagination right now when it comes to potential realities. It's like you're literally, you know, filtering through these infinite fractals of yourself, right? These infinite dimensions of yourself. And yeah, there could be something about oh yeah, I'm seeing like the butterfly right now with the monarch. So there could be something about like an arc energy there. Noah's Ark. Okay, I wrote a Noah's Ark deck ages ago. It was like a bunch of stories from the Bible, and the quote in there says, "Never sway from what God asks of us. Never allow the opinions of others to sway us from what God asks of us." So there could be something about like the opinions of others, and also releasing any even like opinions that the analytical mind may have during this time. There's something about just returning back to that all-knowing. But yeah, this is about a new invitation coming through with sky dances, so we'll go ahead and read this as well for you guys. So sky dances, this talks about the, you know, there's cosmic alignments during this time. So this is about liberation from attachment. Okay, surrender. All that has been is not all that will continue to be. There's something around, it's never too late. Like, reinvent yourself as many times as you need, realign your life, reorganize your life as many times as you need for it to feel like it's a new place that you want to inhabit, you know. So this is about how you can begin to feel safe in the world no matter what's going on around you, because you know yourself, right? So there's something about knowing yourself through and through now more than ever before. So when a sky dancer appears, she's inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life, which is all about the internal yin, right? You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now's the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you become earthbound, plodding and praying, planning for a change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself and repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. I'm hearing this is time for a full-blown reinvention. You know, that's what it gives me. Stop trying to figure it all out. Stop overthinking. Surrender. The sky dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself in your work or your love life. Do not assume this person will rescue you or this opportunity will. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye, to take flight, to rise above the fray of the drama and the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below by simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground as you are transforming it. So you guys are no longer just merely interacting with this world. I feel like there's a new framework in which you're viewing the fabric of this existence through, and it's like you're an outsider looking in, and that's what you guys are being invited to do. You know, it's like, what do you want to do in this human experience? You know, break this down to a 24-hour time span. You know, there's something about really break that down, and what do you want to do in the here and now? Because the present moment is a direct portal into all dimensions across space and time, and the present moment is truly all that you ever have. So there is something about, you know, becoming an outsider looking in and seeing the power of now. So it talks about, as you observe the drama below, you will unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The sky dancers knows the maps to the heavens and the way to the most holiest and sacred places on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. So there's something about coming back to your eternal essence, okay? And your timeless consciousness, which is, you know, temporarily experiencing itself through this human form. So there is something about, again, becoming like an outsider that's looking in, really detaching from the construct of this matrix, and you can only really do that through present moment. So let's go ahead and take a look at more energy around this with the energy of the oracle. do this beautiful collective need to know? We have financial constraints that flip there. We'll go ahead and pull again. So there could be something about money. Okay, money could be significant for you guys, or tangible resources. We have the garden and the gate as well. So with the garden and the gate, we'll go ahead and read this energy. I'm hearing this has happened after you've walked away from something. Okay, the garden of the gate, abundance, prosperity, and staying safe. So this card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked while the girl wears a key on the chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. Okay, so there could be something about financial troubles are behind you, and I'm hearing that's what you can expect in these next few magical weeks. It also talks about, in fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. And you know what I love about this? When financial constraints flipped, the meditation card also came out, where it was telling you about stillness is really important during this time. So there is something about like that's something that you don't even have to, I'm hearing there's no need to worry about this, like, and I'm hearing like literally child, there's no need to worry about this. So yeah, we'll see. We also have, but be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. So again, there's something about a calling that you guys have. It could be literally about generating new streams of income for you, or doing something that you feel like is more in alignment with your values or your spiritual beliefs of some kind, or a spiritual mission, I'm hearing. So while it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path of living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside of your gate. So there's something about, again, you're being summoned during this time to step outside of the known. And with Archangel Raphael here, again, this is like the fixed star Regulus. There is something about your worldview, or your worldview, or the way that you're going to see the world completely shifting during this time, and your heart is calling you to something, like your soul is calling you to something. So we'll see what this is. I keep tearing the astrological theme, so we'll take a look at what the astrological theme is around this, so we can get a little bit more in depth. Okay, yeah, personal growth, moon and Taurus, self-esteem. So there is a huge catalyst, and it may come through like discomfort, where there is no more room in your comfort zone here. The comfort that you once had is now being surpassed by discomfort, and honestly, like a bit of irritation. I'm definitely sensing like a little bit of irritability, not necessarily on a soul level, but more it's about the ego being in alignment with this. Not for all of you, but there is something about like a huge catalyst that you're being invited, where there's something about you going through a profound transformation through any destabilization to just, I'm hearing like eat, sleep, work, repeat, or something, like eat, sleep, work, repeat. But it's like you're breaking that cycle, because I was seeing like the breaking of a cycle, the breaking of old habitual responses, and it's like no, like I just see someone putting their foot down and like no, we're shifting something. So there's something about like a huge shift that goes on. But personal growth, connections to second house, could be about a natural talent. Maybe you guys have something of value to offer to the world, but again, this is about the home with Cancerian here at the base. So I feel like you're accepting something, especially with fourth house. Again, it does talk about Cancerian energy and the roots of your being. You're no longer compromising what it is that you want to do moving forward. There's a certain, I'm hearing safe zone that you've been at, but you want to be able to explore now. There's something about like answering the call for your spirit's exploration. Okay, it's like your natural spirit's exploration and being able to honor that. Yeah, we have Cancer and energy too. So I feel like you guys are getting comfortable through like growing pain, some type of growing pain. And again, this is the things that you guys do on a day-to-day basis with the sixth house. There's new things that I feel like you're integrating into your daily system, or at least you're being called back to. It's about improving your quality of life. And yeah, there is something about your mind, you know, I'm seeing like irritability within the mind, or a lot that's going on in the mind. But there's something deeper that calls you now. Maybe this is something that you feel like you'd really value moving forward. And there's something about having to nurture yourself through the growing pains, okay? Because again, this is like the verge of a breakthrough type of energy. So we'll see. The Sun card, yeah, it says your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. So again, there's something about the calling of the soul, and again, heart space with Cancer and energy too, right? It's like you can feel it. It usually represents like also like a gut feeling. So a lot of you could have a gut feeling that there's something new that calls for you, and there is something of value that does await you on the other side of some type of decision that you'll be making here, okay? It's following the heart and following the gut during this time, that's for sure. And again, with Venus, it's something that you really, really do value. Okay, let's see. I also wanted to take a look at, yeah, we'll take a look at one of these too. A family, jewels. Okay, jewels. Yeah, there's something about pearls. Like pearls of wisdom. Higher power and flexible. Yeah, so there's something around being flexible and allowing yourself to be malleable during this time as a higher power guides different aspects of your life. And with poise, it says that, you know, there is a lot of success that is readily available for you during this time. It says you can be sure that whatever it is that you embark on is going to be successful. It says that you have every reason to be confident right now, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about 4. Okay, 4, conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. So this is about you guys getting ahead, making things happen for yourself and others. Your immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation, what's in the highest good of all. So this is about knowing that some aspect of your life is being divinely directed, okay, during this time. And again, this is usually the contact that you have with like the non-physical realm. So sometimes your work just flows through you, ideas come rushing in, inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with spirit as a partner, you will always succeed. Let a higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction, okay? Especially if you feel like you're losing your sense of direction, okay, because that literally fell on the floor. So there's something about, again, like navigating this experience completely different, because I'm seeing like the lunacy card in regards to lunacy, and the definition of that is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, which is why you guys are being invited to shake up the algorithm within your life during this time. Don't forget to give credit where credit is due. You wouldn't be successful without spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. And there is something about the most humble way that you can move forward during this time is knowing how powerful you are and just continuing to, I'm hearing, put one foot in front of the other and allow the path to unfold as you walk down it. So let's go ahead and read flexibility, teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's important. So a tree's roots are suddenly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. So there is something about things may not be going as the human has planned right now, and that's for a reason. It's because the universe has something bigger in store for you. And I'm seeing 2 things. One is can I remember it now? 2 things. One of them is, yeah, like the human makes plans and the universe lasts, because if you're being told to wait for something, it's usually because there's something you can basically expect to receive so much more than you had initially asked for. So there is something about you're being aligned to be at the perfect place at the perfect time, to get the perfect download at the perfect time, and then being guided to act on this at this perfect time as well. But there's something around like it's all divinely aligned, okay? So yeah, it basically is about you guys not being too rigid during this time, okay? Being open to being very, again, flexible. So even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it will look like, who will share in it, and what will then be available to you, you'll still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have better plans for you. It could be a job you haven't thought of, a new source of money, or an other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself, this or something better manifests for me now. Okay, then be willing to bend a little, enjoy the miracles. Okay, so there's something about, again, like, get ready for a magical few weeks, and there's something around it being a plot twist as well. Like, get ready for a plot twist, like, in your life. So let's see. I'll go ahead and take a look at one of these decks as well. All right, we have Holy Grail, discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek, an ancestral realm, a karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. Okay, so there's something about you being really invited to make friends with the unknown, and that means stepping into the unpredictable. And with Star being healing codes, important information, wounds are being healed, recharging. Again, there is something about connecting with your cosmic origins during this time through the present moment, where you can literally be an outsider looking in on your human experience during this time, because this is like your cosmic self looking at its fractal on Earth, right? And coming into a conscious co-creation, okay? Coming into a conscious co-creation and trusting the path, okay, that you walk on. Let's read Holy Grail for you. Holy Grail. So you are what you seek. The Holy Grail has been a mystery for thousands of years. Many believe that it was a cup that Jesus drank from on the Last Supper, and he used to collect his blood at the crucifixion, while others believe that it was a person, possibly Mary Magdalene. So this is about the soul's ancient frequency and you tuning into that. It also reminds me of like a chalice, so it could be like an Ace of Cups moment where there's like a new beginning that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you guys. And it usually does talk about how this could be a creative opportunity, like a call for love, a call for creativity, and it talks about it being really strongly related to physical spaces. It talks about also sacred gardens where you can go to connect to the great goodness and discover the mysteries within. And I feel like you guys are doing that with the garden and the gate right now. And there's something that you have discovered. That's what I get. There's something that you have discovered within yourself, like a hidden aspect where you're now venturing beyond the ordinary and into the extraordinary. And you're being prepared to, you know, I'm hearing actually summon to demonstrate that in some way in all that you do. Okay, so stop searching outside yourself and go within and find something that you've been searching for the whole time. Okay, so you have been on a great quest, searching, seeking, discovering. But the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of creation holds up a shining mirror in front of you to see your reflection. You are the answer. You are the divine. You are creating and have created. The gateway of your own divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with infinite light. You have been searching for God, and God is with them. So go with them. The key to heaven is with them. Your cup is overflowing. Your gifts are being unlocked. Let the world share your treasure. So there's something around like the world is opening you up. Like the world is the third dimension is like a multi-dimensional terrestrial plane, and there's so many different contrasts and polarities to this existence, and there is something about like different dimensions within yourself being pulled up during this time. And I feel like this is about not limiting yourself or playing it safe or small. All right, because I'm hearing like the universe tell you like think bigger. No, think bigger. You thought that was big? I want you to like times up by 10. Okay, think bigger. That's something that's really coming up right now with Ancestral Realm. There's so much that you guys hold that I feel like you're clearing during this time. Let's go ahead and read Ancestral Realm. So this card initiates healing on all levels, but particularly on the family line. There may have been ideas or beliefs in your family that you find limiting or negative. Know that they need not be your truth. You have an opportunity to go beyond the challenging energies of your family lineage. If you are particularly challenging time or facing energies that are harsh or even overwhelming, the energy of your ancestors is with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. Your ancestors are surrounding you and they are here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness, for any negative effects those are having on you now. So again, you guys are literally made up of the selection of choices that your ancestors made. And there is something about, again, this is like through morphic resonance, right? So you had literally incarnated, your soul had incarnated into a very specific bloodline to take on all of the belief systems of that bloodline to be able to transcend them. And there is something about you kind of breaking free from old habitual responses that, again, were just epigenetically programmed, but you were rewriting a new way, which is why I was talking about like neurological pathways. You guys are exiting out of repetitive feedback loops of, you know, eat, sleep, work, repeat. There's something about, and you've known survival for so long, all right? And now it's time to really live and allow yourself to really live. So there is something about the ointment for the wound is the energy of forgiveness, right? Also forgiving yourself, right? Extending compassion to yourself. This isn't about accepting what has happened as fine, but realizing that the energies of the past no longer govern your present, okay? So it's all about choosing to create your own happiness and live from your own heart. Keep your boundaries strong, but also be open to carving out a new path. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing during this time. It's like, you know, so deeply what it is that leaves you feeling, again, this is why we were talking about like autonomic nervous system responses and moving forward the regulated nervous system. It's like you're viewing life through the pineal gland and the eyes of the soul, and you're opening up to a high universal, you know, awareness, and you're doing things from love. You know, it's like you're no longer seeking love externally. It's like you're doing things because you love yourself enough and you trust yourself enough to be able to navigate this new normal, to go out into the world and do things that you haven't done before, because you're no longer even the same person, right? So there's something about like huge shifts and changes that are going on within you. All right, I'm hearing the Star Child, and then we'll get a Cosmic Oracle deck too. So expression and cosmic circles. Whoa, what did I just say? I said cosmic oracle. So yeah, there's something about with cosmic circles. I love this card, and it also talks about divine blueprint. So again, it's like you guys are tuning in. It's like you realize, okay, even with your birth chart, right? Some of you could definitely be looking into that, but there is something about within this localized vessel, right, on Earth. And with your divine blueprint, it's like you have been well equipped, okay? You've been more than well equipped, okay? You've literally been designed to be able to take on the programs ancestrally of your whole generational, you know, lineage, and to pull forward your generational lineage through your own healing journey. And to become healed is just to become whole with your own divinity, to integrate all of yourself, okay? And to no longer like compartmentalize yourself or your life into zones of safe versus unsafe. It's seeing everything as, no, this is all here within this existence, and the illusion in all types of ways exists to serve me. I do not exist to serve it, right? So there's something about really realizing that, you know, if you exist and you are here to serve the illusion, then serving too many masters will lead to only suffering, okay? So there's something about like really stepping into your power, okay, and molding and shaping, you know, not just your destiny and your fate, but also future generations to come, you know? There is something about that, the recycling of energy. So let's go ahead and read Cosmic Cycles. I actually love this card. Let's go ahead and find it. Cosmic circles. Create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities, circle of light, family, sacred geometry. Cosmic circles raise my vibration and provide an intimate connection with the earth. On entering a cosmic circle in my physical or light body, I receive instant healing. So going beyond rigid and linear thoughts. So again, especially with flexibility, it's not just about the physical action that you take. I feel like it's about keeping an open mind during this time. And the only way that you can do that is by keeping an open heart, you know? And that's why forgiveness is so important. Because again, he who is big in heart cannot be narrow in vision, and he who is narrow in vision cannot be big of heart. So there's something about activating your two quantum technologies, right, to be able to see life through the vision and perspective of the soul, and be able to be open in heart so that you can be able to detect this head and heart coherence, you know? So This is about you accessing multidimensional circles and realizing your healing abilities. The cosmic circles show you new ways of problem solving by receiving divine love and information. So yeah, super, super interesting. It basically talks about energy vortices. Again, it's connecting to your heart space. It talks about being encoded with a new earth frequencies, receiving sacred light codes, ley line energy. So this could be like floods of energies that you guys are receiving, right? Memories even. And it talks about also traveling through the space and time continuum and nurturing the multidimensional aspects of yourself. Planets orbit in sacred circles around stars, and stars follow greater circles in the center of the galaxies. These are macroscopic equivalents of the sacred circles on Earth. So you can connect to your cosmic family of light, such as the Pleiadians, Sirians, and Arcturians. So again, there is something about, again, connecting to your cosmic self and seeing and almost like remote viewing your human experience, and you're able to anchor down some type of valuable information, also very healing information for the human's journey. I'm hearing upon this next transition, all right, there's something about anchoring down really valuable information at this point in time for your existence on life on Earth, okay? But knowing that you're not bounded to life on Earth. So with expression, I feel like there's higher expressions, okay, that you're being invited to embody. All right, there's something about going from seeker to embodiment, okay, and embodying this knowing, especially with the divine blueprint. It's like you have literally been built for this. You have been designed for this. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on as well with the Cosmos Oracle. Okay, we have matter. Okay, we have matter. I'm bringing one more, so let's see. And the Big Bang. Ooh. Very interesting. And then we have black hole too. So with the Big Bang, should we get into that? Yeah, this is about the, you know, essentially the origin point or the beginning of the birth of this universe as we know it. Okay, so there's something about, again, there could be a new birth when it comes to the universe inside of you, right? Let's go ahead and read this though. Let's talk about matter first. Concreation, the concrete, the tangible, structure and basic order, perceivable and detectable through physical methods. This card supports our tangible creations as well as the realization of everything related to agreements and finishing projects. It should be noted that it is the main component of all bodies and that it is susceptible to change over time. All that we imagine on our flight makes more sense when we lower it to our height. So there's something about knowing that you are already, if you can see this, you're already in alignment with it. You don't have to feel like this is something outside of yourself, or this is like a future version of yourself, or this is like something that's far off in the distance. This is like only an illusion of distance between this version of yourself and that. It's saying that, again, it's going from seeker to embodiment. You can embody this next available version of self. And it's realizing that you already are this version of self for a lot of you. It's like you are your higher self in physical form, right? It's not seeking this externally outside of yourself. Again, you're a multidimensional being. So you're just opening up to those facets of self, right? Especially when it comes to your cosmic origins. Let's talk about Big Bang matter, because again, it talks about they are susceptible to change over time. And I feel like you're pulling up, maybe even like connecting to your cosmic origins for a lot of you. That's definitely what it gives me. Let's talk about Big Bang. And again, this is tied to this solar system as well, by the way, you know. So it took a powerful movement to make way for the creation of everything that is. But how much beauty came out of it? It is the largest expansion that we've ever experienced. The Big Bang gives origin, beginning, a new start, opening life and creation, but requires a huge previous explosion to start it. It is not a movement which dances softly or a learning that which envelops within us over time. The Big Bang explodes. It appears and makes its majestic entrance with a heavy explosion outside of the comfort zone, the known, the already done, and the already existing. It marks the abrupt and sudden page turns, which can be difficult to adapt to. But what does it bring? Expansion, expansion, expansion. The portal is 999, which is about huge completion and connecting to the expansiveness of your whole self, okay, of your whole multidimensional facets. Because really, you know, what they're saying is there is something about, again, a Big Bang creates universes, right? And this universe that we're existing in and this solar system that we're existing in is ever evolving and changing, right? We live in a fractal holographic universe, and these different solar systems, okay, so like there's a solar system of the Arcturian fractal of yourself, and they've manifested as certain archetypal forms due to the natural physical laws of their environment. So their Big Bang had, you know, different charges to the negative electrons that are orbiting, you know, the atoms, or orbiting, you know, matter, if you will. And because of that, they have a complete different existence. They exist in a completely different density. And there's something about not seeing that outside of yourself. Like you can, I'm hearing like alleviate like the density, okay? Or yeah, you can alleviate the density, or you can see beyond the matter, and you can tune into more of the non-physical aspects of yourself. That's definitely what it gives me, okay? Via your perception, okay? I'm seeing like via gamma perception here as well. So there's something about seeing this from a higher universal order and a higher universal truth. And reminding yourself that you had initiated it all, okay? There's something around that. You had initiated it all. Super interesting. Like you had initiated this for yourself. You had created this for yourself. Even if you can't fully remember, so your life is going to go through a major pivot, you know, in this with your life on Earth. You're going through a major pivot right now, and you've always been susceptible to change. You were never designed to stay the same. So there's something about giving yourself grace and loving every single version of yourself, you know. Right, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, we literally have even the Tower card that flipped there. So again, sudden points of divergence, embracing any kind of destabilization as your biggest catalyst. And we have Six of Wands. You will come out on top, actually. This is saying, how can I benefit off what seems to be a momentary crisis? And I'm hearing a lot of you, it's an identity crisis. And it's no longer to identify yourself with very myopic ways of being or seeing the world, okay? There's something about the only thing that you should really identify yourself as is your origin point, okay? And this is like the 0 point of the Big Bang. It's like the plasma, okay? It's like an explosive gas where once upon a time there was just one consciousness, barbello, or just this huge electromagnetic field that decided to split itself into two dualistic aspects of the feminine and the masculine. And one day they had also created all of these different vast fractals of self. So there's something around, again, like the expansiveness of the now and tuning back into all of yourself in all dimensions, in all parallels. But yeah, you're coming out on top with whatever this is. It's like through that remembrance. It's like you're stepping back onto the world stage, empowered, instead of feeling overpowered by the vastness of it all. It's seeing yourself as all of it and also none of it at the same time. So something about completely detaching from this and the way it unfolds. Yeah. Celestial light bodies as well with the Star card. So something about when it comes to your future goals, your plans, your internal wishes and desires have already all came to be. Enjoy the becoming of it. There's something about enjoying the unfoldment of this. Yeah, the Two of Cups. Really focusing on the connection that you have with your higher self and you guys being your higher self in physical form, being the physical embodiment of your higher self. But this could be about the commitment that you guys are making to something. Like, It's about awakening with the caduceus. So it's not changing who you are. It's coming back to your core essence and just discarding all the things whom you are not. Who the world made you believe yourself to be. Who the world told you what you are. Especially with the Hermit, it's like you're coming back. It's almost like kind of reminds me of indoctrination and like unlearning everything that you had learned or you had taught. And it's like a memory reset that's going on right now. It's like you're coming back to yourself though. You're literally coming back to yourself. Yeah, the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands. Like you're literally planning for success. Okay, it's like there's a preparation where you're progressing and your success is inevitable. There's something about surrendering to the inevitability of your success. This is literally what it is. And for you guys, it's gonna range, right? From what your definition of success is. But it's success when it comes to, I'm hearing finishing what you had started or what you had intended to experience. Yeah, we have poverty, okay? So again, some of you, it's like wanting more. You have occupation. So this could be when it comes to your status, your reputation. Oh, let's go ahead and pick this up. I saw sudden wealth, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have sudden wealth and pathway. So there's a new path that's opening up for you guys, and you're hitting some kind of cosmic jackpot within, you know? A cosmic jackpot, there's a new pathway that opens up. It goes from a rags to riches energy, but it's like you're discovering true value with whatever this is. You're finding out the things that you value. Again, this is like no stone left unturned type of energy here. And it's about what's important to you, not what people try to tell you what's important when it comes to the construct of this matrix or matrix milestones. It's about what's important for you. Again, you have change, which is about some kind of initiation, also a completion. Again, kind of lifting the human veil or condition for a moment. And again, judgment is about how well did you complete the things that you had intended to experience with your life on earth. Courtship, right? The connection that you have with the higher power, okay? The connection that you have with the feminine and the masculine principles. Are you moving as one? Is your vessel moving as one with the spirit? That's what it gives me again, high honor, right? This is about your integrity. It reminds me of, again, the vessel is merely a tool for your spirit and soul to experience life on earth. So coming back to your pure essence, like, what do you want your experience of this incarnation to be? That's really what it comes back down to. That's all that's really coming through, and that's shifted. All right, either you guys have taken action towards this in a different way, but there's something that's shifted. Like, you've come back to it. 111 intuition, 1818 optimism. So, and it could have happened through like crisis, where you guys were like, maybe you feel like you've gone through an identity crisis. But again, it's not confusing yourself for the identity. So trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it's guiding you. Listen in. What's it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? I'm hearing don't mistake yourself with the person that you see in the mirror. Don't mistake that for being you. Listen in. What is it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it. Close your eyes and allow. Trust the plan and the path that you're on. My intuition speaks to me, and I trust that all things are happening for a purpose. Okay, so listen to your intuition during this time. 1818 optimism. Successful manifestation of your abundance is near. High levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Brightest days always come after the darkest nights. Everything is in perfect order as I enter into the next chapter of my journey and connect to the abundance that is near. So there is a huge cosmic jackpot that you guys are hitting, and you're discovering it within, and that's going to lead to change in your external reality. We have 333 at the base potential. Your chance to reach your highest potentials is here. Perseverance has gotten you to where you are. You've been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you're exactly where you need to be. My potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. So guys, I'm gonna love and leave you right there. I hope that this reading brought you the clarification and insight that you need to hear at this stage in your journey. Yeah, I realized it was quite cryptic today, but like this is what I trust you guys need to hear at this stage. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, do consider subscribing. I'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below, and on until next time. Bye.